Hi guys, it's your girl Yemi.com. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining me. We're playing another game. You know I love my ship up games, but I'm doing a variant on that. Instead of shipping people up, I am giving siblings to songs. This is Song Siblings. Here we are going to take about 5. No. Let's do 6. No, let's do 7. We'll put a number in the title and you'll know how many it is. We are going to give songs in K-pop, in regular music, in regular music and K-pop are different. In K-pop, in R&B, in pop. We are going to make songs siblings, okay? We are going to take songs that are similar in title, composition, or lyrics, and we're going to put them together, and I'm going to tell you why I believe these lyrics, these songs, are kindred to each other. They're ohana.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left
behind.
Or
forgotten. I know.
And with that being said, we are going to go to our topic today, which is K-pop, and we're going to take some of my favorite groups and put their songs, and I'll tell you why I think they belong together. I'm basically helping you build your ultimate K-pop playlist right now, so you're welcome. But for that, I'm going to need my handy dandy notebook. And the first two we're going to do is 2 of my favorite groups, 2 of my alt groups. I guess you can't really have 2 alt groups, but who's to say? My 2 alt groups, my favorite girl group and my favorite boy group. You know what we're talking about. Mamamoo and BTS!
둘, 셋, 아싸, 마마무. 안녕하세요, 마마무입니다.
So for this, we are doing something very timely. My favorite Mamamoo song, I Miss You. We are going to take that song, I Miss You, a song of longing, of sweet, sweet missings, of starry nights, and we are going to pair it up with Life Goes On by BTS.
Like an echo in the forest, 하루가 돌아오겠지. 아무래도 없던 듯이. Yeah, life goes on. Like an arrow in the blue sky, 또 하루도 날아가지.
A song about moving on, moving forward, acknowledging the past, but saying, hey, that's then, this is now. That's really the reason why I put these songs together. They're kind of their antithesis. One is about the longing and missing of a person, of all the nights you spent together, of their voice, of just missing, and like the agony of having to lose someone and miss them and just want them to come back and want it to be the same again. And the other one, BTS's Life Goes On, is all about acknowledging the dust has settled, the smoke has cleared, especially with this pandemic that happened. That's why they wrote it. And seeing that life will go on. Life will move forward. Life will keep pushing like forward. And the thing about it is both of the raps in these songs are very, very like light and loving.
오전에 티슈 본체 생목 녹여 슬픈 노래만이 가득 찬 이유 이 노래처럼 내 맘을 위로해 줄 것만 같아 But I miss you 남겨진 네 흔적 온통 눈물로 번져
They share a similar lightness and tone. They aren't as dance poppy as there's like a lot of similarities with BTS and Mamamoo. Both of them put out bangers of disco pop songs.
Watch me bring the fire, set the night
in 2020. Both of them have amazing live vocals.
새벽이 찾아오면 혼자 남겨질 때면 Starry night 별이 빛나는 밤 네가 휘 부러워 너와 나라는 수많은 밤 나를 취하게
like, who can top BTS and Mamamoo vocals live? Like, it's insane. And it's just, they both write songs that I just cannot help but dance and cry to. And they're both tattooed on my body, so that also may bring them closer together. So we're gonna go to our next one. Our next one is Runaway by TXT, the little brother of BTS. And of course, the most popular K-pop girl group on this side of the Atlantic, Blackpink. The songs we're going to do is Runaway by TXT. And Stay by Blackpink.
굳이 너여야만 하는 이유 묻지 마 그저 내 곁에 Stay with me It goes a little something like
The reason why I'm putting these two songs together is because obviously their titles are absolutely opposite, like Runaway and Stay, but it's so interesting because they are so even more opposite when you get to the actual nitty-gritty of the songs. So while Runaway you would think is like, oh, I need to get away from this person, no, it's let's run away together. I will be with you and we will chase away the demons and run away from this nightmare, this hellscape, you know, kind of a vibe, you know, and not necessarily in a love sense, but even more so in a friendship sense. Let's run away, run away, run away, you know. And also just the choreo, beautiful, spicy. While Stay is all about being in this relationship that is not the best for you. You know it's not good for you. You know this shouldn't last, but you're just begging the person to stay just for a sense of normalcy. And I think that makes it even more so kind of the opposite, but still has this juxtaposition with Runaway. I think also the fact that TXT is a relatively new group, while Blackpink is also kind of a new group, but like a lot, you know, like it's just an interesting combination. Both of them have great dancing. In general, you know, we've all seen My Bias in Blackpink, Lisa, kill it on the dance floor, and all of TXT just makes these wonderful shapes and the weirdest moves, and so that also I would like to pair up, but like the songs is what I'm really going off of, and that is Stay and Runaway. Next, we have Heroine by Sunmi. And we have Villain by Alexa. written by Meg Lee, one of my favorite songwriters, singers, actresses in the game. So basically, the reason why I put these two together is because their titles are kind of deceiving, in that Heroine is all about kind of picturesquing and seeing this guy as like the hero of the story that is the drama of your lives, and Villain is kind of all about like, I don't need you to be okay, I don't need to be like, you're not the hero of my story. I would rather than you be the hero of my story than I would rather than being the hero. I would rather be the villain of your story than you be the hero of mine. Is more so what that villain is about. I really like the juxtaposition, because like you would think it's the other way around, a song called Heroine and another song called Villain. You're like, oh, this is the good girl, this is the bad guy. No, it's kind of flipped. It's like this good girl who's kind of needing someone else to save her, Heroine, and then this bad girl who's like, I can be bad all by myself, Taraji P. Henson from Empire Cookie style, you know? And I really appreciate that juxtaposition. Both of the songs are beautiful. They both have these extended periods of like dance time that you can, of like, you know, music that doesn't necessarily have like lyrics to it, so you can like dance and groove and jam to it. Both of these people are extraordinary dancers.
선택은 하나의 villainous, play a last bittersweet symphony. Keep going. 너들도 너답게 화려한 주인공처럼 그저 하던 대로 해.
Sumi always like downplays her dancing. She's like, I can't really dance. I just do small movements, like, you know, just kind of small stuff. But like, she actually is very skilled in the intricacies. And has spent years in the game, and Alexa can literally dance anyone's choreography. But most of all, she dances her choreography. to kill, okay? Makes whole new meaning to the song Villain. But that's really why I put these two songs together. Both of them are female soloists who are killing the game, but just two very different sides of this coin with these songs. Both songs are amazing and have extended dance breaks, which is always fun for performing. So with that being said, we're gonna go to our next one. Our next one is a more fun pairing. Not exactly opposites, juxtaposition-y fun, but kind of similar. It is Heaven by Ailey. And Devil by Super Junior. Both of these songs talk about love in that kind of way. Heaven is more so like, we will never die, never, never die. Like kind of this like love that should go on, will go on, could go on, but it's kind of like and Devil is like, hey, you are literally hot and cold, sis. Like, are you the devil? Like, I'm willing to go to hell, but I just need to know, like, kind of a situation. The songs are very different. Heaven is more of like a power ballad, and Devil is more of a dance beat. I love Devil. I especially love that part where Hitchell you know, he's my bias wrecker in Super Junior. I can't do anything about it. You know, he ruins me. And then that part where he like walks across the stage when they're performing and goes to the camera. And I'm like, did you just try and kill me? My gunshot wound hurts to the heart. But yeah, so that's why I kind of put these together. They're opposite in composition, opposite in sort of opposites in lyrics, and like, but have the same core to it, which I appreciate. Then I think that makes it kind of fun and interesting to like have that on the playlist. Also, every playlist needs a little like, you can't have a too monotonous of a playlist. At least that's how I feel. So that's why I put those two together. The next one is similar. This one is very interesting. I put them together both because they're both Korean words that start with H, ha 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 ha. But one is literally drinking alone and the other word means, I don't actually know what the other word means, but the song is very braggadocious. And the two songs are Hansool by August D, aka Sugar, aka Min Yoongi, aka my bias, of BTS, and the other one is Hanrayang. Hanrayang. By Kim Chil from Super Junior. Min Kyung-hoon. Kyungini. Oh, Kyung-hoon oppa. Because I'm not his age, so I can't call him that. Anyways, and it features BB and is produced by Din Din, was made on Knowing Brothers as the Universal Hip Hoppers, okay?
딘딘 비비히히 두두 앞뒤가 똑같은 우릴 보고 수근수근 걸을게.
I love putting both of these songs together because one is very slow, solemn. It's all about like drinking alone, reflection, looking back, thinking about the mistakes you've made and how money doesn't matter. None of it matters because at the end of the day, you're just drinking alone and you're sad and all of these things. And the other one's just like this braggadocious ballad, not ballad, this braggadocious bop of just like, yes, who the best, we the best, whole team winning. What are we gonna do to flex? ATs, where you at? Boom. And like just like so much. BB kills that rhyme. 난 신경 안 써. 치마 위에 시조나 한 수 드시고 가셔. 쓰기만 하면 장원급제 낚기만 하면 대울세 이럴 어째 넌 안녕인데. I think like BB and Suga, if they ever were to make a song together, I would die because it's just so good. I'm so proud of the knowing bros of that song, the Universal hip hoppers, because they're, well, Heechul already knew how to rap, so let's be real here. Like, we've seen his rap skills, but like was just so good, especially from where he started, and Din kind of killed the whole production of it. It was a great video, and Hansool by Suga, aka August D, is just this beautiful kind of rap soul ballad. Kind of reminds me of when he did First Love, which is the solo thing that he did on Wings. It's not like too downbeat, but it is, you can see the juxtaposition of that versus like the Universal hip hopper song. So it has a good juxtaposition, but like one is like whole team winning and the other one's like drinking alone. Like, you know, you see the loneliness, the complexity of how the life and the riches don't matter, while the other one is just like this braggadocious bop that's just like, hey, whole team winning, I got money, I got hoes. No, this is not what they're saying, but it's just like this cool like yeah, like really. So that's why I put those two together, because both of them are Korean words that I struggle to pronounce but learned how to, and they both kind of have juxtapositioning meanings, which is really cool for me, and both really talented rappers on both songs. So with that being said, we're gonna go to our next one. Our next one is Red Sun by Dreamcatcher. And Red Moon by Card. Both of these are two of the most underrated groups in K-pop. I will 100% say that. Like, both of these are super talented groups with great vocals and awesome rappers. Like if BM and Dami ever got on a track together. I will surrender my darling. I don't give a what about you when you say yeah. 무의미해 거듭지네 같은 곳에 머무듯해 다시 끝없는 갈증을 낳는 제 신기루조차도 걷기에 넘는. Shoot me, kill me again. I'm dead. What if, hear me out, BM, Dami, BB, Suga, all on a track. What would happen? The world would implode because it'd be too much awesome. And the rap gods would cry. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Red Sun and Red Moon, I think it's very obvious why I put them together, Red Sun, Red Moon. But even in Red Moon, they talk about a red sun, you know, because they both of them, even though they're these two opposite, like the moon and sun are the most opposite things that you can think of. The moon and the sun. What? Maybe it's an eclipse. No, okay. But what I'm saying is that they both represent kind of the same thing. This darkness, this playfulness, this what happens when the lights go out kind of mentality and feel to them. Red Sun is more personified in a person, and Red Moon is more personified in a feeling, but both of them have this kind of like vibey dance to that you can dance to.
타락한 그 맘이 커질수록 자꾸만 바뀌는 mirror 차가운 안개가 널 감싸면 기억하지 못할 거야 눈 감아봤어 반복되는 trap at night I leave you
Especially Red Moon, because when they go, oh run baby run, oh run baby, I'd be like twerking it down. But you know, like, it's, both of them have this great thing to it. Both of the performances for both of them are stunning performances. I just love the way they do it. It's amazing. And I just like the feel and vibes of the song are exactly alike, which is so ironic because well, like, not the actual composure of the song, because one is very much more reggae, one is very much more like dark twisted fantasy Panic at the Disco, but like the whole vibes of the song and the lyrics are very much alike, which is hilarious because one is named Red Sun and the other one is named Red Moon. So sun and moon are literally the opposites of each other, but together they make a beautiful eclipse. Not by Stephanie Myers from Twilight.
선동에 미치지는 못하니까 거대한 너의 그림자를 동경해 이 나쁨과 다른 의미는 너의 여유
And then we have our last two matchups. Our last two matchups, ironically, are two songs from the same group. And what group? Oh, this is Augusty. But pretend I have a BTS shirt on. BTS, of course. I wanted to try and find two BTS songs because their discography is endless. And I'm sure that there are two songs somewhere that are that have shown juxtaposition, and I did. I found two songs. I found them and I chose them because they're very different. Both of them, the only really common thing they have is that Jimin sings. One is Lie by BTS, but it is sung by Jimin from the Wings album. And the next one is Truth Untold, sang by our vocal line. I chose these songs because they're both very complex in their meanings. They're both very deep, very vivid. Like, Truth Untold is like walking through like this endless sad Eden garden that has this just idea of like a relationship, about heartfelt lyrics and just this deepness to it. And Lie is kind of like similar in that regard, but it's all about being caught, like being like this lie that never ends, that keeps rolling, this whole thing. So like one is unmasking the truth of the dark broken the dark broken bits of your soul, and the other one is just being caught in trying to cover and mask all of that constantly. Especially, it's interesting when you see like the one that's talking about trying to mask it, you just see this idea of like him trying to cover himself and just not let anybody in, and just that's why it's sung solo as opposed to Truth Untold, where it's sung amongst a choir of sorts of angels. My angels. Jin with his Tae with his Jimin with his and Jungkook with his but it shows the difference between it, and I think that it really pieces it together and makes it a even more beautiful and dynamic story. But that's why I chose them, because the fact that they're sung, one with a group, not the whole group, but the vocal line, and the other with just a solo, and one is like masking this lie, and the other one is like taking off the mask and bearing your soul in this broken garden, that I just keep imagining. And I think that that's very interesting that they chose that, and that's why I put them together. And they're both by BTS, so love it. Anyways, that's where I'm gonna stop today. That's 7. I'm gonna stop. If you think you want more of this kind of content, of me comparing songs, and I'm not just talking about K-pop songs, I'm talking about regular songs, Beyonce, I'm coming for you, girl. Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I never say that, and I feel like I should. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm Yummy.com. Thank you for watching, internet friends. Don't worry, I will be back, so stay tuned.